Okay guys, so this time we're going to do a night shot. Now the time that I like to do night shots is not exactly in the middle of the night. It's right after that the city light goes on, which went on about 2 minutes ago. So it's a perfect time. Why is it a perfect time? Because you still have some details in the sky and you can see the beauty of the city in the same time, which is something that I like. So, but to be able to do night shots, you need to have a tripod. This is mandatory. No tripod, no photo. The reason is I'm trying to shoot at 100 ISO because I want to have the nicest photos possible. So I'm at 100 ISO, I'm in RAW, automatic white balance, and I'm checking my speed. My speed is at 1.3 of a second. That's very long. And there's no way that a human being can hold on for 1.3 of a second a camera without having blur. So the other thing I'm doing is I put the photo on the timer, 2-second timer. So when I press, it's going to wait 2 seconds and then it's going to take the shot. So it makes sure that I have absolutely no movement while taking the shot. I look at the first photo and I'm pretty satisfied with it, but I want to get a bit darker because I want to get more details in the sky. So I'm going to do my compensation as usual. So I'm going to turn the wheel to the left. Now I'm at 1 second instead of 1.3. That means that it's going to be a bit more faster, and as the shutter speed is faster, less light is going to come into the camera and it's going to be darker. So let's go and check it out. 1 second. Okay, that's perfect for me. So I repeat, steady tripod, RAW file, automatic white balance, f7.1.8, and basically that's it. And you can do some compensation by going a bit left on the exposure, make it a bit darker, but you should get a nice photo. So that's how you do night shots. Okay, so guys, I'm going to try a little challenge here to take a portrait in the middle of the night. The only thing I have is this one city light, which is lighting me and lighting my subject, my nephew Steven. And so the way I go about it is I'm going to work in manual mode. Why do I work in manual mode? Because I want to force in the camera to be minimum at 1/40th of a second, because I know that's the speed I need to get a sharp photo. So I dial in manual mode 1/40th of a second. I dial in the biggest aperture I can have on this camera, which is 4.0, and now I take a shot. So I take the shot at 400 ISO. The shot is way too dark, so I'm going to boost the ISO. I'm at 1000 now. Let's check it at 1000. Okay, it's much better at 1000, but when you take a photo in the middle of the night with a lot of ISO, the noise is going to go hide in any dark places. So what we need to do is to boost up the ISO enough so that the photo is a bit brighter. It's better to have higher ISO but a good exposure, not too dark exposure, than the opposite. To have like a low ISO, like 800 or 600, and having a dark photo, it's going to be more noisy. So I'm now going to go at 1600 ISO and take the photo. Okay, now that's better. So I'm going to go down, take a couple of shots, and voila. I mean, it's far from ideal to take a photo at this time of the night, but it's just to explain you the relationship between the f-stop, between the speed, and between the ISO. I had to go up to 1600 ISO to get a proper exposure. I was at the aperture at 4.0, which was the max, and I forced in 1/40th of a second. So that was the challenge. See you in the next video.